Hey, this is Dani, and the channel is You and Me Living Free. Today we're going to do 2 hikes, not just one, both on beaches, both at Olympic National Park, and we're starting right here with the Rialto Beach. So I am going to be completely honest here, and I can tell you that when I used to think of a beach, the first thing I think about is sunshine. Think about warm temperatures, swimsuit, towel, laying out, frolicking in the water. And this is simply a different kind of experience of a beach. I think that before, my idea of beach was just limited. It's not good or bad, it was just limited to a certain kind of beach. And I love the beaches in like California and Florida and Mexico and the Caribbean. I have never been to this part of the country, but I have heard about it. I have seen other people's videos and stuff, but I don't think anything could have truly prepared me. But I'm going to tell you, as soon as I was driving up through the forest and turned a corner and saw some of these rocks jutting out of the water and the mist and the grayness, I was almost instantly, not even almost, I was in love immediately. This is just a new kind of experience for me. And as I was walking on this beach, I literally could not wipe the smile off my face. I would have tears coming down my eyes just because of the beauty. I just walked and smiled like the whole time. And I even had a guy and his daughter, he's walking along and he's like, "You're just smiling." I'm like, "It's just so beautiful here." And it was a cool day, and it was a misty and foggy day, and it didn't matter one bit. Like, everywhere I looked was just this gorgeousness, and I was overwhelmed by it. I'm gonna cry now doing this stupid voiceover. I loved it. The further down I walked, I really wanted to get to those rocks off in the distance. I wanted to get close up to one. So I kept walking and kept walking, and there were so many people at the beginning, but then as I kept walking, of course, the people, the numbers get less and less dense, right? But everywhere you turn, there's a cool piece of driftwood that looks like a sculpture. There is the waves, which you can just sit and watch and just marvel at the majesty of the ocean. But I have always loved beaches for that. I have always been able to sit and watch for hours. And you can see here, we're getting closer and closer to those rocks, but it's getting harder and harder to get over there because the water's coming up. I was close to high tide. There we go. Now this is as close as we're gonna get to these rocks, and I was kind of bummed, but this was a pretty long walk on the beach. I forget how long, and here I am, you can see I'm like out of breath and really taking some time to pause. It wasn't the incline like I've been complaining about in many hikes, but it's just that constantly shifting pebbles and sand and everything under your feet. It's very slow going, which who cares, because it's not a race. I can take all day, and I did. I took quite a bit of time at this beach. Okay, that's funny. I just did a quick picture of a log, because a huge piece of driftwood, because I kept stopping and I would sit on the driftwood, which was amazing because I love to watch the waves. But you know how you get back from a regular hike and you check for ticks? I really wanted to like check my bottom for splinters because I sat on so much driftwood. So this was my day at Rialto Beach. And the next beach looks so similar that you're not even really going to be able to tell a difference. This is Ruby Beach. Both of these were on almost every top 5 and top 10 list I checked for what not to miss at Olympic National Park. And I agree, they could be the same beach. They're very similar, but at Ruby Beach, which I'm about to show you here in the video, you can get really close to the rocks. You'll see as I walk along that you can actually walk up to them and touch them and be right there with them. This was so thrilling to me. This was so cool to me. And again, there was such a big crowd at the beginning, but the further I walked, the less people there were around, and the more I was just kind of overcome with the beauty and just really taken in. Another thing that really struck me on both of these beaches is that I had this almost Lost World feel. You know, like the Jurassic Park movie. Like I kept thinking there's going to be a dinosaur or there's going to be Kong or something, especially once I got even further out without a lot of people. This place is so magical and seems kind of mysterious with the mist and everything. You just are convinced almost that you could just find almost anything here. Anyway, I was just really overcome with a sense of love for this place that I did not anticipate. I did not anticipate it at all. I thought, well, I better go. You know, people say that they are things to see that you don't want to miss. But I sure am glad I listened, and I just had amazing experience at these beaches. And I just want to say thanks for watching another video. You made it to the end again, and you definitely deserve a medal. If I had one, I'd give it to you right now.